Well, I'm here with a phenomenal Eddie Redmayne here in Hollywood for the Hollywood Film Awards. It's been a great year for you, huh?
It's amazing even hearing you say the word Hollywood. Like, you suddenly, these sorts of days with the sun shining on Sunset Boulevard, it does feel like, yeah, it feels pretty insane.
A little different than England.
Very, very different.
So you've talked about Stephen Hawking and how he has watched this process. Do you think as you go through this, he's paying attention to how you do, he's rooting for you, he's thinking about it? I know it's a lot of pressure being Stephen Hawking.
Do you know what? I don't know. I haven't seen Stephen for a while, but he's coming to the premiere in London, so I'll ask him. But it's been extraordinary and wonderful, but also I want to see him now, and I want to see Jane and the family, because it does feel weird going on this sort of, when you're promoting a film, you're talking on behalf of people a lot, and you don't want to do that. That's not our job. So.
Well, a lot of people who haven't seen the film don't know that it's about Stephen Hawking and his marriage. It's really about how he has this complicated marriage, and you have to really move through the stages of his disease. How difficult was that, and how did you get into that?
Well, I basically try to educate myself. So I started from the day I got cast, going to an ALS clinic in London and meeting specialists, and I was introduced to people who were suffering from this really horrific disease, and they were so kind, like across the board. They were so generous and wanted to teach me to do it or to represent the disease as authentically as possible. And then I worked with a dancer, a woman called Alex, who helped to find the Stephen-specific physical decline in my body. So that's kind of how I went about it.
And do you understand higher physics and mathematics at all after this experience?
Obviously.
I mean, you're brilliant.
I'm basically a PhD.
I know.
No, it's disastrous. I mean, I'm a useless scientist and remain a useless scientist, but I can just about tell you what Hawking radiation is.
What does it feel like to be in this position? This role is getting such acclaim. You're at the very beginning of awards season. I mean, it's headed, in the right direction. I mean, do you feel excited? Do you feel nervous? What is it like to experience this from the inside for the audience at home?
Oh God, no. Do you know what's been extraordinary about this film is from the second we got cast, Felicity Jones and I, it was the most amazing sense of privilege, but also responsibility, and that stayed with us the whole way through the filming process and through the editing process. And it was only when Stephen and Jane saw the film and the family and enjoyed it that we could relax. And what's lovely for me is I think it's an incredibly passionate story and a human story, and one that I think is important. So it's actually lovely to now be able to talk about it and to encourage people to go see it. So.
And you are here with a lot of famous people. Is there anyone here you'd love to work with?
Oh, God, across the board, there are so many people. In fact, there are a lot of people who I've worked with in the past who I would love to work with again. It's weird when you work with someone, it's for a quite short amount of time, and you begin to you sort of enjoy that experience. And then so Julianne Moore is someone that I worked with a few years ago, and I would love to work with her again, and Kristen Stewart. Yeah, there are several.
And Julianne Moore, you were her incredibly creepy son, as I remember.
That's true, yeah.
He's very good at creepy. Well, it's great seeing you. Congratulations on all your success, and enjoy the Hollywood Film Awards.
Thank you, I will do. Nice to see you.